Hello everybody and welcome to the world of AFB News. I am your host Roger and alongside me here is Jesse.
Hey guys.
And guys, we're going to be looking at the GFL. We're just going to be diving right in, so let's go into it. This is going to be for the week of July 2nd, July 16, July 17th. Our first game we're going to be looking at is the Mercenaries going up against the Unicorns. And really quick, that score was 13-38. Looks like the Unicorns won, Jesse.
I'm happy for them, but I was hoping to see my team, the Universe.
Oh, shoot.
I know why you said that to me.
I actually thought you liked the Unicorns. I'm sorry about that. They didn't play this week, but let's just continue on. We got some statistical analysis over here for y'all guys. And now we're going to be looking at the Mercenaries. We got the passing, and I do apologize. There are going to be some German names. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so if I do say something wrong and Jesse realizes it, he can say something at it. But looking into the passings, and we got our first person here. Wishop had 4 completions for 8 attempts, combining 33 yards, 1 touchdown though, and 2 sacks. Now this is very unusual because this was for the whole game, which means they only threw it 8 times.
And and of those 8, only 4 were caught. And of those 4, the longest was only 12 yards, so that's not good.
Looking at the receiving, though, we had a touchdown from D. He got passed 3 times, resulting in 23 yards. He also ran the ball, too, really quick. D. Smith, he ran it twice for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. But their main running back is going to be J. Mack. He ran it 23 times for a total of 47 yards. Not that great, but he is the running person. And with that, we're going to be switching it to the Unicorns. And really quick, we're going to be looking at Jay Slack. He passed it for 20 completions for 27, 1 interception though, but with a total of 289 yards and 3 touchdowns. Looks really good on the statistical chart. His receivings though, the 2 main people who scored the touchdowns is going to be Jay Parker, 7 catches for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very good game for him. Didn't get past a whole lot, but that's because he has his other receivers, which one of them is going to be Bo Ringer. He had 6 catches for 69 yards and 1 touchdown. Now we're going to be looking up into the rushing, and the 2 people who scored in the rushing is going to be M. Schull and Jay Slack, which is going to be the quarterback. He ran 8 times, actually got a net of -15, but he did score a touchdown because it was probably a quarterback sneak. He gained only 1 yard, but then lost, probably doing a scramble. The actual running back's going to be M. Alfari. He had 12 carries for a net of 42, did not score, but the M. Schull, he had 7 carries for 34 yards and 1 touchdown. And that's going to be it for the Unicorn. I was going to go to Unicorns and Mercenaries. We're going to be going into the Hurricanes and the Spiders. And really quick, guys, the score for that was 42-64, where the Spiders take that one. We're going to be looking at the Hurricanes, and just to let you know, you're going to be hearing D. Smith quite some time. We're going to be having the passing, which is going to be the quarterback, D. Smith. He had 22 completions for 33 attempts, 1 interception. Pretty decent statistics. 241 yards for 5 touchdowns, guys. He is a playmaker. Real quick before we go into the receivers, I just want to talk about the rushings. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because the top runner is D. Smith. He had 14 rushes for 104 yards, gained 11, lost for a net of 93 yards and 1 touchdown. This guy is good.
Yeah, there's no denying his talent, and it's pretty good. But what I would like to see is maybe some other people kind of playing a part in the scoring. I only get worried with all these rushes and all these passings that I don't want him to get injured, you know?
Yeah, he might be doing a little too much, that is for sure. Let's go into the receivings. And we had, and it's going to sound funny, but it's going to be M. Fox for 16 catches, 207 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And now, guys, we're going to be going into the Spiders. The passing here is going to be our Yadel, and he had 12 completions for 19 attempts, 1 interception for 242 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then we're going to be looking into the receiving. We have 2 receivers with 2 touchdowns. That's going to be Jay Huxchild. He had 3 catches for 61 yards and 1 touchdown. And then we have Kay Barnett. Only had 2 catches for 20 yards and 1 touchdown. Are now going into the rushing, and this guy, I would say, is good. L. Carswell, 13 carries, 265 yards, no losses, for 5 touchdowns. And when he's resting, you have the quarterback, R. Yadel, 8 carries, 70 yards. He did lose 8 yards, so a net of 62 for 2 touchdowns as well.
Just looking at that, oh my goodness, when this man Carswell touches the ball, he is averaging 20 yards every time he touches the ball. So I don't know if that speaks to that O-line and his running ability, or if that speaks to the Hurricanes defense.
I will say this, if they don't stop that rushing attack, it's going to be a long night. And guys, we're going to be going into our next game, and this is going to be the Razorbacks and Cowboys. And just to let y'all know, guys, this one was a tie. And I just want to break it down really quick for y'all. Cowboys scored 14 in the first quarter. Razorbacks second quarter scored 3. Cowboys 10. Razorbacks coming back in the second half, 13 and 8. Cowboys did not score at all. 24-24. If they had extra time, who do you think would have won, Jesse?
Looking at the statistics, I'm going to have to go ahead and say that the Razorbacks may take it. Even though their quarterback had some interceptions, we'll get into that in a minute. It looks like they were trying, like you said, do the comeback. Momentum's on their side. I think they win it.
I think they would have too if there was more time, guys. It might have went the other way. Let's go into the statistical analysis. We're not going to be looking at anyone in particular because they both tied. We're going to be looking at the Cowboys first. Their passing was W. Smith. A lot of Smiths here, I can tell you that. Had 16 completions for 19 attempts, 203 yards for 2 touchdowns, and his longest was a 56-yarder. Really good right there. The receiving, though, you're going to have actually their top 2 or their 2 highest receivers is going to be S. Lengar and Jay Novak. Lengar had 5 catches for 107 yards, and Jay Novak had 4 catches for 59 yards. But the 2 people who actually scored is going to be M. Hutter, had 2 carries, 2 yards, 1 touchdown, and L. Saville with 1 carry, 9 yards, and 1 touchdown. And that was actually catches, guys, not carries. I've been doing it a lot. Now going into the rushing, though, we had B. Watkins. He's a number rusher right there. 12 carries for 68 yards and 1 touchdown. Overall, not too bad. No scores really stand out, or statistical analysis any stand out. Going to be looking at the Razorbacks now. Their passing there is going to be M. Gier, and that's going to be 23 completions for 35 attempts. 2 interceptions, though. Had 304 yards and 2 touchdowns. The 2 touchdowns that got made for their receiving is going to be F. Kearns with 8 catches for 165 yards and 1 touchdown. And then M. Meyer is going to be 1 catch for 6 yards and 1 touchdown. Now going to be looking at the rushing. Their top rusher is going to be M. McFarland. It's going to be 19 carries for 67 yards and 1 touchdown. Not too bad. Like I said, there's really no statistical analysis that point out. I will say Jer had the interceptions. I think that would probably be the one that stands out the most and probably gave him the tie.
Yeah, that would probably stand out for it. I do think he was trying to do the comeback at the end, so he just, his longest was 47 yards. He just throwing it out there, seeing what happens. Some paid out for him, some didn't. But yeah, no winners, no losers in this one.
And that's going to be it for that week, guys. Just going to give you the upcoming schedule for next week. We have 4 or 5 games for you. Really quick, we're going to break it down for you. The Spiders, Razorbacks, Panthers, Hurricanes, Adlers, Rebels, Unicorns, Universe. Jesse, you'll be able to see that one. New Yorker Lions, Royals, and then finally the Comets and the Mercenaries. I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry. I think I told you 4 or 5. It's actually going to be 6. And I just caught it right now because as I was doing it, I was saying that's a lot of teams. Real quick, guys, before we go, let's just give you the standings right now. And for the standings, guys, it's going to be broken down into the Group North and Group South. In Group North, the first one's going to be the Royals. Second's going to be New Yorker Lions. Third one, Adlers. Fourth place, Crocodiles. Fifth place, Mercenaries. Sixth place, Rebels. Seventh place, Hurricanes. Eighth place, Panthers. Now on the South, we have first place, Unicorns. Second place, Cowboys. Third place, Spiders. Fourth place, Hurricanes. Fifth place, Razorbacks. Sixth place, Comets. Seventh place, Mercenaries. And eighth place, Universe. And that's going to be it, guys, for the GFL. If you have any questions or concerns, please let it down in the comments below. If you have anything to talk about, please let it down in the comments below. We sure love to hear about what y'all think about this whole Around the World League. You should be seeing some videos post up soon from the other leagues that we're not talking about. We're going to be showing their finals, so that's going to be a good one there. Other than that, guys, we're going to be seeing y'all next week for the news update. I am Roger.
And I am Jesse. We are saying bye.